Students, we have already started with chapter number 4, the freedom struggle of 1857. In first part, we have already seen why this struggle started, what all things happened, like why people began in every part of the corner. The fight started, and lot of causes were the economic causes, social cause, political cause. We saw in economic cause like peasants were exploited, farmers were exploited. In social, people thought that they are interfering in our matters, so they got angry and they revolt against them. So now in this chapter we're going to talk about the outburst, scope of the struggle, how far this struggle went, how in each every corner of this our country this struggle began, leadership of the struggle, who were all the leaders, nature of the struggle, and crushing of the struggle. So this is part 1. And student, please note, every day I'll be uploading 2 videos of this history. Okay, let's begin. Now, this is what the outburst. Now we saw in the last first part that Indian soldiers were asked to bite the cartridge. That was which was made. It was a rifle which was being made and which hurt the sentiments of the Hindus and Muslims. उनको दुख हुआ because cow fats was used. You know what is cow fats? No, charbi. So that was being used in that, and that is the reason this immediate cause began. And what is this now? The outburst. The action was taken against the soldiers who refused to use the smeared cartridge. Now, for example, I belong to one of the religion. Maybe I'm Hindu, and I did not like that, so I refused. मैंने मना कर दिया. So here they were, action was taken against them. Mangal Pandey, I hope you must have heard his name, fired at British officer in Barakpur cantonment. Now cantonment is a particular area. When police officer उनकी बदली होती है, so that area comes cantonment. So Barakpur area, that was the area. He was arrested and finally hanged to death. These news spread to the other military cantonments like wildfire. Now, cantonments, they have their separate places. Now, even in army soldiers, they'll be in Pulwama area or this area or that. For example, you take Value area, then Golani Naka or Fadarwadi area, Gokhure, etc. So these are the different zones. So this military. So in one Barakpur cantonment, this Mangal Pandey, he fired at British officer, and this news spread everywhere. The entire battalion of Indian soldiers at Meerut. Now, these other soldiers from where? Meerut. Meerut is a place, battle and march towards Delhi. On their way, they were joined by thousands of common people. So all peoples came because they tolerated lot and they don't wanted to tolerate now more. And they were already frustrated. On reaching Delhi, they proclaimed Bahadur Shah Jafar as the emperor of India. So they proclaim that he will be the king, Emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar. So once they reach Delhi, so they proclaim means to declare that Bahadur Shah Jafar is going to be the emperor of India. Next comes scope of the struggle. Now, where the struggle went on after the capture of Delhi. So once they reached Delhi, the revolt spread to the whole North India. So North means upper sections, North, Jammu Kashmir, etc. Those northern parts. The soldiers in the cantonments from Bihar to Rajasthan rose in the revolt. Now just see here. हर एक कोने से, from every corner of our country, the armies, the soldiers started fighting out. From now, the soldiers from which area? From Bihar to Rajasthan. They also joined the struggle. So they also got involved. The revolt spread in Lucknow, Allahabad, Kanpur, Banaras, Bali, Jhansi, and later to the South India. So north also it spread, and it spread to the southern part also. Later it spread to Nagpur, Satara, Kolhapur, Nargund in West India. The royal queens of Pate, Surgana from Nasik district also participated in the revolt. So many people, many queens and kings also participated. About 400 female bhils. Bhils is one kind of jat. We say na Adivasi, then Agri. So these are the community. These are the caste of the people belonging to one of the particular. Now in Muslims we have Bhori Muslims, etc. So see, Bhils participate in the revolt of Khandesh. Now who all were the leaders? Satara, Chhatrapati Pratap Singh and his officer Rankoji Bapuji. So he took fought the leadership. He told, I will be the leader and I will be fighting against. In Kolhapur, Chima Sahib, Nargund, Bala Sahib Bhavi, Ahmednagar, Bhagoji Naik, Khandesh, Kajar Singh, Satpura, that is Shankar Shah, Delhi, Bahadur Shah Jafar, Kanpur, Nana Sahib Peshwa, and Tatya Tope. I hope you must have heard about this Tatya Tope. Jhansi Rani Lakshmi Bai, a famous woman. Bihar, Kunwar Singh. Rohilkhand, Maulavi Abdullah, and Ayodhya Begum Hazrat Mahal. So these were the people who took the leadership quality and they went and they revolted against the Britishers. Nature of the struggle. Now what things happened? The revolt began as the outburst of discontent among the soldiers. So when this revolt started, actually when the soldiers were told to bite that rifle which was smeared with the cow fat and they refused to do so, and उनके sentiments, उनकी भावनाओं को ठेस पहुंची, and that is the reason this revolt started. In a quiet national dimension to the participants of the Hindus and Muslim and the members of various classes. It was zamindars, kings, artisans, peasants, caste, nobility, tribes, and common people. Everyone included in this. An armed struggle of people of India to end the oppressive rule of the British had begun. It gained a national form. Now, your armed revolution also started. Crushing of the struggle. Initially, the revolters succeeded, but within 6 months, the British recaptured the most lost territories. So British were more powerful. No, we have seen what is colonialism, what is imperialism. One country which is wealthy with the economic power as well, also the military power, they captured the country. So Britishers were very powerful. Within 6 months, they captured all the territories which were lost again. They crushed the struggle by all means. Bahadur Shah was arrested and sent to prison of Rangoon. Rani Lakshmi Bai, Kunwar Singh, and Ahmadullah lost their lives in the battlefield. So while fighting with the Britishers, they lost their life. Nana Sahib and Begum Hazrat Mahal took shelter in Nepal. Shelter means वो छुपे हुए थे नेपाल में. Who? Nana Sahib and Begum Hazrat Mahal. The resistance of Tatya Tope lasted for 10 months. However, he was captured due to the TRK and was hanged. So finally, at the last, Tatya Tope was captured. Thus, the struggle was ruthlessly suppressed by the Indian by the end of 1858. The struggle was ruthlessly suppressed means this struggle involved so many people. It was jati bati sab chhod ke people did not discriminated there with the caste, but they just came together united and they were fighting for their things. Would like to show you the leadership chart once again. That is place from Satara, who was the leader there, Chhatrapati Pratap Singh and his officer Ranko Bapuji. Kolhapur, Chima Sahib, Nargund, Bala Sahib Bhave, Ahmednagar, Bhagoji Naik, Khandesh, Kazar Singh, Satpura, Shankara Shah, Delhi, Bahadur Shah Jafar, who became the emperor when people declared him, proclaimed him, Kanpur, Nana Sahib, and Tatya Tope. झांसी रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, मैं अपनी झांसी नहीं दूंगी. सो दैट वाज द वर्ड्स, दैट इज रानी लक्ष्मीबाई. बिहार कुंवर सिंह, रोहिलखंड मौलावी अहमद उल्ला, Ayodhya Begum Hazrat Mahal. So these were the leaders who fought, and some leaders were captured, put to death, etc. by the Britishers. Next part we'll be doing in the next video.